Welcome to the NYY Recaps postgame show. The stream is about to begin.
A no-hitter!
Ball game over. Yankees win.
That ball is high. It is far.
It's a triple play! From deep to left field. Going back for a go. Turning left. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it.
Lineup for today's game against the Rays. Yankees look to take 3 out of 4. DJ LeMahieu leading off at first base. Gleyber Torres at shortstop. Judge was in there as the DH today. Gio Urshela at third base. Rougned Odor at second base. Clint Frazier heating up. He was in right field. Miguel Andujar out there again in left field. Kyle Higashioka, Garrett Cole's personal catcher behind the dish, and Brent Gardner out there in center field. And on the mound, Cy Young candidate Garrett Cole. 6-2 on the season, entering the game in 11 starts with a 1.78 ERA, 97 strikeouts in 70 and 2/3 innings, just 9 walks and just 5 home runs allowed. He's got an impressive 0.835 whip, or walks and hits per innings pitched, less than a base runner per inning, 10.78 strikeouts per walk. That leads the league. And a 224 ERA plus, meaning he's 124% better than league average with the ERA this year. All right, let's get to the highlights.
Seen it. It was nasty.
Another strikeout of Rosarina. One down. And the pitch. Up the middle. Grabbed by Odor. There's one. On to first. The throw pulls LeMahieu off the bag.
Is so much different. Good strikeout. Pitch, elevated fastball there.
High fly ball. Left center. Gardner puts it away, and that completes a 1-2-3 inning.
Here's the 0-1. Swung on, hit high in the air to right. Back goes Margot on the track at the wall. She's gone. Let the Gardy party begin.
And the pitch. Lined into center field, and Kimmer cannot come up with it. Urshela lofts one down the left field line. That's going to dunk in there for a base hit. Judge will go to third. Urshela into second with a double. Driven out into right center field. The long run for Gardner, and that ball is gone into the Yankee bullpen. Line drive right field. It's going to be played on a hop by Frazier. They're waving Zunino home. The throw is up the third baseline. And that is a big base hit for the Rays, as 2 runs will score on the Diaz single. Drilled deep to left field. There it goes. See ya. A home run for Andujar.
Well, some days you just wish there'd been a rain out. Umpires were terrible. Bats were mostly asleep except for Gardner and Andujar. And the Yankees had to punt in the 6th inning. Just a tough day. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I hope I don't sneeze on live camera, but I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to keep this short because I do have to get back to work, but rough day for the Yankees. Let's go through some other things first. Luis Severino is going to make a rehab start on Saturday in Single A. Will be nice to have him back soon. He was throwing 97 during his sim game, according to reports, so that's good. Kluber's second opinion apparently went pretty well, and he's going to begin his throwing program 2 weeks earlier than expected. That might not change his ultimate 2-month timeline, but once again, it does prove that the Yankees medical staff does not know what the hell they're doing. Garrett Cole came out of the gate strong. Rays go quietly in the first. DJ LeMahieu leads off the game with a single for the Yankees. Gleyber tried to bunt him over, or maybe bunt for a hit. We're not really sure because it was like, a push bunt, but to the right side. And it just was weird that he would try and bunt with nobody out and a runner on first in the first inning. But the Yankees don't call for a bunt last night when you're leading by 1 and you have runners on first and second with nobody out in the 8th inning. against a good team. Just the decisions baffle me. You know, Kleber might have been on his own there trying to bunt for a hit, but did not work out. Bottom third, first Guardy party of the year. Yanks take a 1-0 lead. That's why I had to put John Sterling in the highlight reel there, because I love his call. It's a Guardy party. Let the Guardy party begin. Top of the fourth, Austin Meadows cranks a 2-run home run to right. That guy's going to be a star. He just kills the Yankees. He's got a great swing. And honestly, the Yankees should just stop pitching to him. I mean, he's doing what David Ortiz used to do to the Yankees. Bottom of the fourth, Judge singles and Gio doubles to put men on second and third with nobody out. And that was the turning point of the game because the Yankees didn't score. I still feel like I'm going to sneeze. Cole gets roughed up in the fifth. Just didn't have it today. Rays go up 5-1. Final line for Garrett Cole, 5 innings, 5 hits, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. ERA is up to 2.26 on the season. He's human. Look, he's going to have days like this, but overall numbers for the season still very nice, 2.26 ERA. Nick Nelson comes in and has a really nice 6th inning, but the Yankees apparently were going to just leave him out there until his arm fell off because he clearly got tired in the 2nd inning, or his 2nd inning of work, the 7th inning, and just ran out of gas, and the Rays blew it open. Aaron Boone gets ejected because he was arguing balls and strikes. Now, full disclosure, I had to take the dogs out, so I missed that. But the umpire was terrible all game. So I'm sure that Boone was right and that the umps were terrible. And for Boone to get out there and say something just proves to me that the umpire was terrible because usually he doesn't get out there and argue very often. And Duhar homered for the 3rd time in 4 games. But the Rays hold on to win and salvage the split. I really thought we were going to take this series with Garrett Cole on the mound. I woke up excited about it today. Boston comes in tomorrow. Nate Eovaldi, former friend, will be pitching for the Red Sox. This one's on the pitching. I mean, Garrett Cole didn't have it. You know, the offense again didn't have it, but you can't expect the offense to really ever have it these days. I mean, they've been just terrible. And look, watching the Rays play defense, you can see why they're so good. Think about that series against the White Sox, how well the Yankees played, how good they looked. They were turning all sorts of double plays. They just looked sharp on defense. There's something about being really good on defense that allows your offense and pitching to relax. It just energizes you. You know, somebody makes a great play, you want to, get up there and score a run so that it means something. But, hey, look, Guillermo D. Valencia says, you can't blame the umpire when you have a $200 million plus team and against a 40-plus team, and they make you look like a AAA team. Yeah, so, look, I totally agree. I'm going to move these up here because I don't want to see the highlights today. I'm going to move the comments over the highlights. Guillermo's got a point. The Yankees have got to figure out a way to beat the Rays more often because the Yankees have more resources than the Rays. It's not, any different of a game. They're figuring out a way to beat you. And the Yankees need to jump on whatever the Rays are doing. To me, it looks like the Rays just have a lot smaller humans. They just have normal-sized people that pick up base hits, that are good athletes, that can hit with runners in scoring position, that aren't trying to hit home runs every time. They're not these muscle-bound guys who, came into the league projected as 40 home run hitters. They're just a bunch of baseball players. And they seem to outplay the Yankees and outplay a lot of other teams lately. The Red Sox are doing a good job with that too right now behind their manager, Alex Cora. So this should be an interesting weekend. Hopefully the Yankees can turn it around. As I said, I'm going to keep it short today. This was a tough one for the Yankees, so I'll take a couple more questions, and then we'll call it a day. PXNA says, Yanks should always win with Cole on the mound. That's why you pay him all that money. Just lost. Well, you can't win every time. I mean, nobody goes undefeated, right? I mean, look at baseball history. How many pitchers have pitched 30-plus times in a season and lost, less than 4 times? It doesn't happen very often. So you're going to have, usually once or 1.5 times per month on average, you're going to have a bad start, even if you're a great pitcher. So, look, he's human. He has done a lot for this team. The Yankees just don't score for him. I think the Yankees don't have a great record with Garrett Cole on the mound. They're probably right around 500. I think he's made 12 starts now. He's got 6 wins. He's probably pitched well enough to have 8 or 9 or 10 wins, but wins are not an important statistic anymore, I guess. Joe Milizoni says, I thought the game changed with 6 pitches to Frazier, of which 5 were balls. Yeah, the umpiring was terrible. Sometimes, umps can really change the tenor of the game by just throwing off your momentum. If you have a good at bat and you work a good at bat and you take the right pitches and you still end up with a strikeout, that's just not fair to you. It's just not fair. But it is what it is. The Rays have this pitcher. The Rays probably look in the analytics and they see that this guy gets more called strikes than most pitchers or whatever, just because of his funky motion and his movement on his pitches or the type of pitches he throws. That might be a strategy, just to get more called strikes with that guy. Evil Magnitude says, can't put this one on Cole at all. He literally didn't get a single call from the ump while Yarbrough got them all left and right. Look, we do have to call a spade a spade. The umps didn't hit that 3-run or that 2-run home run into the bullpen. Austin Meadows did. So Cole's got to execute his pitches regardless of the umpire. Make them miss the ball. He just didn't have his sharp stuff today. You've got to be able to hit your spots. He was missing outside of the zone. So I'm going to go ahead and disagree. Cole had a rough day, and, the Yankees offense didn't pick him up. That's just how it goes. All right, guys, I'm going to call this one. Yankees drop a tough one, 9-2. I'll be back with Yankees game day tomorrow. I'll have Jason Surge from 161 River Ave on to talk about the 25th anniversary of the 1996 Yankees team and the Red Sox-Yankees rivalry from 2003 to 2004, those 2 years in particular, where there was a bunch of great playoff matchups between those two teams. So he'll be on tomorrow. And, then we'll be back for the post-game. Yankees play at 7 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. So a bunch of night games this weekend. So tune in after each game. I will see you next time. Got some new designs in the outro, so stand by. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It helps other Yankees fans find the channel. If you really enjoyed it, check out the swag section. We've got tons of great designs to support all your favorite Yankees. And if you simply cannot get enough Yankees content, check out the podcast version of this channel, The Frieze by NYY Recaps, available wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Derek. Thanks for watching.